Okay, I am going to make me some lunch, and I had a hankering for, I'm gonna make a chicken booger. This is way more ground chicken than I'll need, but I'm gonna go ahead and season it all up. And then I've got one russet potato here. I'm gonna make me some, this is just I got this at a school fundraiser. It's just kind of a no brand, but I can make my own waffle fries, so to speak. I just call them lattice chips. And so, quite easy. You just go the opposite direction each time. So you go that way, and then you're going to go that way. You just have to remember to turn it after each twist. And so that's what I've got going on right there. And initially I was going to do these breaded, but I'm hungry. I'm just going to get it done and call it lunch. As we start to get a little closer, I have this. That didn't work, now did it? And I didn't turn it either. I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's going to be more than enough for me. You can see once you cut that potato up. I mean, that was just one little potato. And I have two cast irons heating up. I'm just going to do these on the smaller one. It's right in your face. And this is going to be oops. Like I said, part of my lunch. Let those cook. I should just not cram them all in. So while those are starting to fry up, I'm keeping this simple. I'll move the other chips over there into the stove. And I'm going to, this is 1 pound of ground turkey. And I am going to put 2 scallions into the meat. I'm not going to do any wet ingredients because it's so lean that it can kind of fall apart while it's cooking. But I do like to bite into these, and I'm just going to add a few more dry ingredients here in a second. Let me cut this up. Move that around. And like I said, this is going to be my lunch, so I'm just trying to keep it super simple. Whoops, sorry, I'm hitting the tripod. And I do like the flavor, and I could put garlic, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to add garlic powder. Like I said, once again, this is 1 pound of ground chicken breast, and I'm going to add some garlic powder. This is at your own discretion. I would say that's probably a tablespoon. Something else I like, kind of clumping, is Dano's seasoning. He's got a plethora of them. This is the original. We're going to go with that. And just kind of clumping. I'd say that's probably a teaspoon. And then another thing I like is Mrs. Dash. And it's a take on the everything on the bagel thing. But it's salt-free. Because as I've said a million times, I don't like a lot of salt. But this has some black pepper in it, sesame seeds. I'm not going to add egg to this. It's like I said, it kind of can fall apart anyway. And so it's not like, doesn't work out like ground beef does. It doesn't necessarily hold its consistency when it's frying, but sometimes I do put a little bit of honey mustard in it, but I'm just going to put that on. I'm not a ketchup fan, so I won't put any of that in here, but I do like some barbecue sauce, like more tangy. And so let's get this all mixed well. Let me see. That's going to be good. And as you can see, the chips are cooking up well. I have them not quite on medium. Probably should have done a bigger pan, but I didn't. So I'm not going to sweat over that. And so I want to get these predominantly cooked, and those as well, before I start the meat, which will be in this pan next to it. And there we go. While it's cooking, I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. I prefer spice over salt. Not that that's so spicy, but... And then I've taken these before and put them on a plate with paper towels, and I've sprinkled Parmesan on them before. Put them in the oven for a little bit. They were good. I'm not going to do all that today. I probably will throw them in the oven just to keep them warm while I'm cooking up the rest of these. This is just a little cast iron here, which is most of the time all I need for just myself, but I'm doing the chicken burgers separately. And let me see, let's get a nice sizzle on it. That is hot. My husband used to say I had asbestos fingers. He couldn't see how I could touch stuff like this. Don't do this at home. But I don't know, had a high tolerance. Now, not that I haven't gotten burned before, but I have. I'm going to go ahead and, this is good enough for me. I'm going to put them on here. I am going to spread them out. I have the oven just kind of warming up to 350 just to keep them warm while the rest of the lunch cooks. Keep those going. Nice sizzle. And I'm going to go ahead and do this little, heat it up. I'm going to just make me a little slaw to eat on top of this once it comes out of the oven. I'm just going to make it, it's a honey mustard slaw. I like that little addition of crunch that it gives. And if you want, you can just do lettuce. It's probably about a tablespoon of honey mustard. I'm just going to mix it up. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit more. And stir that up. That's going to be plenty for me for one burger. And then I've rinsed off the avocado. I don't know if y'all do that. I do. And because, you know, I figure other people have touched it, and then when you cut into it, I don't want all that mess. This I'm going to add to the burger itself, along with some pickles. And so, slicing that. So they'll eat that on top of my chicken burger. You can really put anything on it you'd like. So this is a nice ripe avocado. Had one a couple weeks ago, and that thing was not ripe at all. It was horrible. Take that off. There we go. Okay. I did buy some brioche buns. I hope this stays together. Sometimes they don't want to stay together. Get it a little bit more so it'll fit on the bun. And let me see. Okay. Looking good. Okay, there's the chicken burgers, like I said, and there's some avocado oil in there because unlike ground beef, you have to actually add fat because this is so low fat. And I still, out of that pound, I still have enough to make one more probably and a little one, but I'm not. I'm probably just gonna add a few more things to that and just do like a mini meatloaf. It won't go to waste. And this is the last of the lettuce chips. Looking good so far. Okay, one thing you'll notice that it doesn't really brown. Turkey or chicken, it just doesn't brown like ground beef does. Let's see if it's ready for a flip. I'm gonna hold this. There we go, that's good. Some of that avocado oil into there. That's a good color. Because you also want this, since it's chicken, you want it well done. You don't want to play around. I mean, you can, but make sure it's well done. And the fries or chips rather are finishing up over here. And I've buttered my bun. I will toast it before I dress it. This is the last of the, and if you don't have the little lattice cutter, like I said, that just came from a school fundraiser a few years back when I was still living in Virginia. And I'd tell the students, whoever comes to me first with an order form, that I'll order from them. And so that's what I did. And I keep it in its original box, that way all the pieces, but this is, like I said, it's just some off-brand. It's through Charleston gift wrap, I think, is who the fundraiser's through. So, smells good. I'm gonna crank this side up right to medium. Like I said, I want to make sure it's got a good cook on it. And I had at a local restaurant the other day, it was a turkey burger, and I will very admittedly say I did not like it. It had a ton of herbs in it. It was stringy. I wasn't a fan of it. But I do like these. I've made these before. I like them. I do have a thermometer, and I'm going to make sure that these chicken patties register at 180. So, because I'm not trying to get sick. Let's just see what it says right now. This is the thicker one I'm putting it in. And I don't think you can see it. I still don't think you can. Stopping right about 155. So that's okay. It'll get there. Better safe than sorry. Oh, I'm going to turn that one back. There we go. Okay, well, this is kind of how my days have been going, folks. You get to see it firsthand. So, probably eat the ones off the shelf. I don't know about the ones on the bottom. Great day. I can't believe this. Yeah, I can. Okay. All the fries are out. And you saw I just threw them in the oven. Looks like I literally threw them. But, so I'm going to just wipe out the extra avocado oil. Like so. I turned the flame way down. Buttered my bun. Just going to put it in there. And something else I do, I don't know if everybody does it or not. Like this is what I've been using to flip the meat with. And I will not use this to pull them out with. I just feel like it's been touching the, I don't want to say dirty meat. I'm going to put that. I like to get this one golden like that. So it looks like I'm going to turn it. That seems to be the hot spot. And I'm going to go clean this up. So I think we're pretty close to being done. We'll find out. I did rinse this off, the meat thermometer. So let's see what she's saying. So like I said, I'm going to go for 180. I'm going to make sure it is cooked all the way through. Oh yeah, we got, I don't know if it'll focus in or not. Oh, it's dropping, sorry. Let's see about this side. Okay. Oh yeah, 185. We're good. We're good. And like I said, I got the buns are buttered. I'm just going to shut this off because, as you know, with cast iron, it keeps on cooking. And I'm going to take cheddar cheese. I shredded this myself. It's sharp cheddar. I also like feta or blue cheese on this, but today we're going to go through the cheddar. And just put that like so. Put that down. Could do a double, but I don't think I'm going to. And kind of let that melt a little bit, the cheese. Waiting on this. Not quite where I want it yet. One side is getting it. Just turn that like that. And I want that to get a nice toast on it. The bottom's getting there. And the brioche bun is really nice and soft. Nothing healthy about it. It's just good in my mouth. Get my plate out. This is hot from the oven. It's warm in this little kitchen of mine. I'm gonna try to find the empty house tour of this place and upload it. and one day when I get done, I'll do a not empty house one. But let me just let this do its thing here for a minute. Okay, this has a good toast for me. The cheese is looking good on there. And I'm gonna put on the top and come over here and dress the bottom. This was the butter knife, and this is the honey mustard slaw I made for that little extra crunch. And there we go. Tell you what, I cannot take me anywhere. Got avocado on the bottom plate, and then I'm gonna put some avocado right on top of the honey mustard slaw, like that. There you go. That's gonna be good for me. Okay, there it is, plated. Like I said, well, you saw what happened. But this is it. Whoop! Throwing my avocado off. Take a bite of that. It's good. And it's just perfect. This, I'm gonna get some honey mustard sauce for that. Okay, I got the honey mustard. I did forget to do my pickles. And I definitely want some pickles on here. These are the sweet pickles. Do whatever kind you want. And let me see if I can turn this camera around. I'm trying to see if it's safe to take a bite yet. Okay, there it is. Isn't it pretty? Cheesy goodness. So it's good with blue cheese too, and we'll get a chip first. One of the few that survived. That's a good potato chip. Okay. I should have made this a little thinner. Let me see. Without trying to gross everybody out. Here we go. Oh. That's good. That is good, folks. I say so myself. Pretty simple too. Not a bunch of ingredients. The potato chips that survived, they're good. The honey mustard slaw, it's good. And I did just buy a pre-package of slaw. Like I said, I just wanted to keep this easy so I could eat quickly. And throwing half of the chips away, I can eat really quick now. But there we go. I like honey mustard on my chips. Perfect amount of crisp. Like I said, the chicken burger, if there's different flavors in it, the dry flavors, it's good. It's good. Okay, go make yourself a chicken burger.